This girl is very pretty, but the boy she loved keeps chasing other girls. She doesn't understand. They grow up together, close and flirty, yet Alex never confesses. Instead, he flirts with others. People say they are more than friends, not yet lovers. But to Rosie, Alex is a jerk. One moment he lets her tie his tie, acting sweet. The next, he dances hot with another girl, right in front of her. Next day in class, Alex even brags shamelessly. He says he got that girl. To get back at him, Rosie picks the nerdiest boy in school. She gives herself away, just like that. But then, Alex suddenly asks her out. He confesses. He promises they'll go to America. One to Harvard, one to Boston. Far from England, lovers carefree. Turns out, that simple promise tortures them for 13 years. Soon Rosie receives her acceptance letter, but shock comes. She's pregnant. Her reckless revenge changes her life. She can't abort. Her parents are devout. She wants Alex's help, but he is at dinner with that girl. Anger takes over. They planned Boston together, yet he's with someone else. She types a storm of curses, but deletes them all. She only sends, "Have fun." That lonely night, she sits for hours. She gathers all her disappointment. Next day, Alex waves his Harvard letter, excited, but Rosie feels nothing. She lies, says she got no offer. Her red eyes betray her, but Alex doesn't notice. He never sees the sadness behind her fake smile. Worse, Alex talks in front of her. How bold that girl is. How she pulls his hair in bed. Every word stabs her heart, but Rosie no longer cares. Her heart is already shattered. She hides her letter. She decides not to follow him. But at the airport, she breaks again. Before leaving, Alex pulls out a globe. He asks her to stop it. Her finger lands on Boston. He says he'll wait there. The promise? The globe. Fate mocks her. She hugs Alex tightly, almost kisses him, but he holds back. Finally, they say only, "Keep in touch." Watching him leave, Rosie bursts into tears. She decides she will give birth, hand the baby to social workers, then go find him. Love can't wait, but her belly grows. She feels the hardship of pregnancy, yet also the joy of motherhood. When she finally delivers, holding her baby girl, she understands. A mother never abandons her child. She gives up her plan. She chooses to raise her daughter. Like all great mothers, she walks with her through storms. It's hard, but joyful. Rosie adapts. Until one day, Alex shows up at her door. She hides all signs of the baby, but to her surprise, his first words are, "I want to see the baby." He already knows. Rosie stayed for the child, but Alex doesn't blame her. He gently helps her put the baby to sleep. He even offers to be the godfather. Looking at the man she loves, Rosie wishes time would stop. She wishes the baby was theirs. But life has no if. She knows they will drift apart. What she doesn't know, when she waves goodbye, Alex keeps looking back. He wants to stay, but he has no place in her life. 5 years pass fast. Rosie's daughter grows up. Though in a single-parent home, the girl never lacks love or joy. But sometimes she wonders, why are there strange men in mom's bed? Sometimes her uncle locks mom in by mistake, and mom has to carry a bedboard to walk her to school. For Rosie, this absurd yet funny life doesn't erase her loneliness. Instead, she misses Alex even more. Now Alex has a partner. They only exchange yearly greetings, less and less contact. Rosie thinks she'll live with regret, but suddenly Alex reaches out. He tells her a strange dream. This is their old habit. He always shares his dreams with Rosie. He tells his girlfriend too, but she gets angry, tells him to stop daydreaming. Only Rosie still enjoys his wild dreams. The feeling between them returns instantly. Alex invites Rosie to Boston. The sudden invite excites her. She can't hide her longing. She buys a ticket that same day. Before leaving, her best friend stuffs condoms into her bag. No need for more words. At the airport, Rosie sees Alex waiting. She throws herself into his arms, hugging with all her strength, as if pouring years of longing into that embrace. That night, they party at a bar. They play in a steaming pool. Rosie's shy look touches Alex. They wander Boston all night. They take photos, stroll Harvard at dawn, like real lovers. Rosie can't resist. She tries to kiss him several times, but each time Alex dodges. Back at his place, Rosie finally understands. His girlfriend greets them in pajamas. She sees through their chemistry. At dinner, she mocks Rosie. She even ridicules British food, then drops the bomb. "I'm pregnant. It's Alex's child." Rosie demands why Alex never told her, but faced with both women, he stammers, says nothing. The girlfriend explodes, flips the table, food everywhere. All stunned, she forces calm, then invites Rosie to an art show. But once there, she pulls Alex away to meet socialites. Left alone, Rosie listens to fake artists brag about their photos. She feels sick. This elite circle disgusts her. She leaves. But Alex runs after her, asking why. Rosie doesn't want to argue. She says she despises this fake society. She pities Alex, chasing money and status, making false friends. Even worse, with a pregnant girlfriend, he still invites her here. Alex insists he never knew about the pregnancy. Both are angry. Words turn to knives. Rosie yells, "I pity you." Alex snaps, "I'm about to be a father. My child won't grow up in a broken home." That line breaks everything. Rosie leaves without looking back. Alex punches the wall, gritting his teeth, but the pain is nothing compared to her leaving. On the surface, Rosie seems calm, but his words cut deep. She decides, For her daughter, she'll try to build a complete family. She writes to the girl's father. Next day, Greg shows up. But once Rosie sees his face, she regrets it. Living with that face isn't worth it, even for a family. But Greg won't leave. He kneels in public, begging, "Give me a chance. I'll make it right." Rosie struggles. But for her daughter's happiness, she gives him a chance. And Greg keeps his word. He acts like a real dad. He tutors her, buys toys, plays with her. Rosie watches by the sea. His strong body makes her heart race. That ugly face seems less important. Happiness comes from comparison. Dopamine floods her. One night later, Greg fully becomes part of the family. Soon, Alex receives Rosie's wedding invitation. But he doesn't go. He only sends blessings. At that time, he is moving out of his girlfriend's villa. Before leaving, he looks at the baby room he decorated. Now it feels like a joke. For the so-called child, he gave up Rosie. But turns out the real father is the photographer. He swallows the pain and escapes the elite life. After marriage, Rosie changes little. Her work and life go on. She doesn't love Greg much, nor hate him. For her daughter's happiness, this feels like the best choice. Days settle down, but sometimes memories remind her she still loves Alex, yet it's all past. Once, she raged seeing Alex's ex on a magazine. Now, even face to face, she stays calm. They chat, even about Alex in Boston. Life is the best teacher. It smooths the edges, buries the fire. One day, Rosie enters her daughter's room. She sees her playing with a neighbor boy. The scene looks just like her and Alex years ago. She wants to tell him, but when she calls, it's answered by Alex's girlfriend. They already broke up. Hearing another man's voice in the background, Rosie guesses the truth. That night, she can't sleep. She messages Alex, asks if it's true. But now they are no longer childhood sweethearts. Time and life have changed them. She can only offer simple comfort, nothing more. Their bond drifts apart, until 5 years later, an accident breaks the calm. Rosie's parents plan a trip around Britain, but only days later, her mother calls. Her father dies in a car crash. The sudden blow shatters Rosie. At the funeral, she sees Alex again. The same face, but worn by life. Alex also grieves. He remembers how the kind old man treated him like a son, but death is final. The living must go on. As Alex hugs Rosie, trying to comfort her, Greg rushes over. He jokes, "I just talked to your cousin. She is such a bore." Rosie hates his attitude, but years of marriage make her endure. Yet Alex sees the truth. She isn't really happy. Before leaving, at the airport, he writes her a love letter. For the first time, he confesses. He asks her to face her heart, to choose real happiness. But fate plays a trick. The letter falls into Greg's hands. He hides it, pretends nothing happened. Life reminds, what you want to keep slips away. Later, Rosie finds Greg booked a hotel suite. 2 days before their anniversary. She thinks it's a surprise. But then, he calls. Business trip. Truth hits hard. She storms to the hotel with her best friend. She slaps him. Her friend throws condoms on the ground. Marriage over. Back home, Rosie clears his things. But one drawer is stuck. She pries it open. Inside is Alex's letter. In it, Alex no longer hides his love. Every word is regret for missing her. Rosie can't hold back. She calls Alex on video, but fate mocks her again. His high school girlfriend answers. She says she found him in Boston. They got back together. Now they're getting married. Rosie feels struck by lightning. The words, "be with me," die in her throat. Her best friend soon learns. She knows Rosie still loves Alex. 10 years wasted. She pushes Rosie to crash the wedding. "Don't overthink. You love him. Just go." Her words ignite Rosie. They buy tickets at once. Rosie even puts on her wedding dress. She will show up with courage. But fate laughs again. The plane is delayed. When she arrives, dressed as a bride, Alex's wedding is already over. Alex sees Rosie in her wedding dress. In that instant, he understands her heart. But it's too late. The chance is gone. Rosie turns from wedding crasher into speech giver. She talks about their childhood. She talks about their years of feelings. And she gives her blessing. Yet even as she controls herself, she can't hold back. She blurts out her confession. "No matter where you are, what you're doing, or who you're with, I will always honestly, truly, completely love you." The sudden words shock everyone. Alex's bride looks threatened. Rosie adds quickly, "Like a sister loves a brother, and a friend loves a friend." Everyone finally relaxes. Joy returns to the wedding, but Rosie can't take it anymore. She rushes out, leans on the wall, tears streaming down. Just then, Rosie's daughter runs past. Rosie chases. Alex senses something wrong, follows too. On the rooftop, they find the girl crying. When Rosie asks, she says, "At the dance, the neighbor boy kissed me. It felt strange. I only see him as a friend, like Mom and Uncle Alex." But Alex grows serious. He tells the girl, "Maybe you don't realize it. Maybe your feelings are more than friends. Today you refused his kiss. For him, that will hurt deeply. He may spend his life searching, living with different women, wasting years just to find someone like you. Or worse, He'll live in regret forever. Even if he marries, he'll die lonely. Alex speaks to the girl, but his eyes stay on Rosie. This is his answer to her. They've struggled 10 years. They've missed too many chances. Every time they admit their love, reality pushes them apart. Now Rosie comes all this way, yet faces a married Alex. They both know they love each other, but the timing is never right. 2 years later, Rosie finally saves enough. She buys a castle by the sea. She opens her own hotel, her biggest dream, finally real. But on opening day, her best friend rushes in, excited, and in front of her stands a familiar figure, Alex. After years of hesitation, Alex is finally brave. He left everything behind. He came for her. "I'm divorced," he says. They grew up together, but at 18, they lost each other. For years, they drifted, suffered, missed every chance. Every time they tried to hold on, life tore them apart. Now at 30, at the edge of their youth, they find each other again. In the seaside castle, they embrace and kiss, and they finally reclaim the love they once lost.